Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. Today we're diving into the department that is truly the heart of any successful hotel, housekeeping. It's often overlooked, but what we're going to see is that mastering it is an art form, one that's rooted in a science of excellence.
So, let's kick things off with a really important question. What is the silent engine of guest loyalty? Think about it. So many things contribute to a guest's experience, right? But more often than not, it's the cleanliness, the comfort, the things housekeeping delivers that make the most lasting impression. This is why we have to stop thinking of it as just a cost center. It is so much more. It's absolutely vital to a hotel's reputation and its success.
Okay, so how do we actually achieve that level of excellence? Well, we're going to break it all down using a simple framework, the 4 pillars of excellence. We'll start with the foundation. That's all about your people and standards. Then we'll fire up the engine of operations and tech. After that, we'll explore the ethos, your culture and sustainability. And we'll wrap it all up with the focus, which is all about service and empathy.
All right, let's get started with Pillar 1, the foundation. And that's exactly what it is. Just like any great building, excellence in housekeeping has to be built on something solid, something unshakable. And for us, that foundation is a powerful combination of 2 things: crystal clear standards and a team that is well supported and highly skilled.
So how do you build it? Well, it all starts with a comprehensive, and I mean regularly updated housekeeping manual. That's your blueprint. From there, you've got to invest in your people. That means robust training, not just on the technical stuff, but on customer service skills too. And finally, you build resilience into the system through cross-training. That's how you create a truly versatile team that can handle pretty much anything that comes their way.
And this quote right here, it really hits the nail on the head. Look, training your team to interact with guests confidently, that's every bit as important as teaching them which cleaning chemicals to use. I mean it. This is the secret ingredient that turns a good guest experience into a truly great one.
Okay, let's move on to Pillar 2 and see how we build on that foundation. This is what I call the engine. Because once you have that solid base, you need the horsepower to really drive efficiency and proactive service. And that horsepower? It comes from smart operations and modern technology.
And this slide, it shows the shift so perfectly. We're talking about a move away from the old way of doing things. Radios, clipboards, all of that. We're moving toward a totally integrated system. The best housekeeping departments today, they're using mobile apps for instant communication, they're using data analytics to predict when they'll be busiest, and they're using performance metrics to get better every single day. It's the classic work smarter, not harder, but for real.
Let's just take scheduling, for instance. When you really master your historical data, occupancy, arrivals, you name it, you can create schedules that perfectly match demand. This data-driven approach is a game changer. It helps you avoid wasting money on overstaffing, and it prevents the service nightmares that come from understaffing. The goal is to land right in that sweet spot in the middle, optimize performance.
All right, on to Pillar 3, the ethos. Now, this is where we get into the soul of the department. This is about the values that guide you. It's something that goes way beyond just the daily tasks. It's about defining the why behind everything you do. And that really boils down to 2 key things: a positive work culture and a real commitment to sustainability. And let's be really clear about this. A positive work environment, it's not some fluffy, nice-to-have perk. It is a performance multiplier. It's a direct driver of productivity and morale. Think about it. When your staff feel acknowledged, when they feel heard and supported, they're naturally more engaged. They perform at a much higher level. It's that simple.
And this ethos, it doesn't stop at your team. It extends to the environment too. Adopting eco-friendly practices isn't just about being green. It's incredibly smart business. When you do things like save water or use energy-efficient equipment, you get this amazing triple win. You slash your operational costs, you lower your environmental impact, and you seriously boost your brand image with today's modern, conscious traveler.
Okay, that brings us to our final and maybe most important pillar, Pillar 4, the focus. This is where everything else we've talked about, the foundation, the engine, the ethos, it all comes together for one single ultimate purpose: delivering an absolutely exceptional guest experience. And you do that through responsive service and genuine empathy.
Let's talk about guest requests. Here, speed and efficiency are everything. A target like this one, 95% of requests fulfilled in under 10 minutes, that's a high bar. But setting a goal like that forces you to have a really robust system in place to track everything. It lets you monitor your response times and make sure you're delivering a seamless experience,
whether a guest just needs an extra towel or something more complex.
But what happens when things go wrong? Because they will. And that's where empathy becomes maybe the most critical skill your team can have. And I'm talking about more than just saying, "I'm sorry." It's about training your team to handle those delicate situations, to really listen to a complaint, and then to find a solution that doesn't just fix the problem, but actually makes the guest feel even better. That's how you turn a potential 1-star review into a 5-star story about incredible service.
So let's bring all this home. Elite-level housekeeping, it doesn't just happen by accident. It's not luck. It is the direct result of intentional design and meticulous day-in, day-out execution. In every single sense of the word, it has to be engineered.
So let's recap. We've seen how excellence is built on those 4 pillars, right? A strong foundation of clear standards and well-trained people, a powerful engine driven by technology and data, a guiding ethos of positive culture and sustainability, and finally, that unwavering focus on responsive service and genuine empathy.
When you build your department on these principles, you're not just doing housekeeping, you are achieving mastery. And the results of that mastery, it's undeniable. We're talking about increased guest satisfaction, glowing reviews online, and a hotel that is more successful and more respected across the board.
So, the blueprint is right here. We've laid it all out. The only question left is the one for you, the future leaders of our industry. How are you going to take these ideas and engineer excellence in your hotel? Thank you.